How do? Welcome back. Right, start of another week. It's really fun crawls planned this week. Very much looking forward to where we are and what we've got going on. So back in York today, third proper visit to York. So we're counting it as visit 3, and it's going to be the third main York video. First time today as well, we're going to dip outside of the city walls. I know, right? Who knew that there was also loads of pubs around York that are outside of the city walls? So I've not done any of the ones outside the city walls before, so very much looking forward to getting around some of them. And today we're going to start up at the train station. And now, you know I love a train station pub, but what's better than one train station pub? Hit the nail on the head there, 2 train station pubs. And York Station just so happens to have 2 train station pubs. So it's about 11:30. First of which I'm going to do then is the Duke of York. So it is literally up here. As you can hear, people get very, very excited when stopping around and trying to drive around here. There's a lot of honking going on, but the Duke of York will be stop number 1 of my day today in York. Let's have a good one. This is your classic no frills, no bells, no whistles type station pub. Commuters in and out for all of the time. Normally have a couple of ales on. One of them's Doom Bar, so technically only 1 ale on, and that's off at the moment. It's another one from Sharps called Sea Fury, which is actually a much better option than Doom Bar. However, got myself neck oil to be starting the day with. But yeah, it's not a bad food. Busting little train station pub. What you've got in here, Moretti. I say I'm alright with Moretti anyway, but yeah, Doom Bar's Sea Fury is not a terrible option, but neck oil on around that side, Madry and stuff as well, if that is your cup of tea. But that is pub number 1 of the day. See what I mean? It's just a bustling little commuter style pub. Do some bar snacks and stuff as well, so I can feed you, but straight out those doors into the station. Pretty much the generic one of the 2 train station pubs, I believe. But my buddy Trevor Power, you know, Trevor Power knows pubs, said to me about this one. So Trevor says this one is the one I'm going to really, really love up here at the train station. I trust Trevor. And this one is the York Tap. So literally on the side of the station still. Literally this is the wall to the Duke of York. So they could not be closer. They are actual neighbours. Gorgeous hotels and things up here at York Station. But the York Tap will be my second stop of the day. And yeah, very much looking forward to this one. I love the windows and stuff already. It's got a good beer choice too, so I hear. Again, my old mate Trevor, who told me about it, you have played a blinder, which I knew you had done. Obviously, it's a much nicer building than the Duke of York anyway. The beer choice is a million times better than that is. You can literally sit here and watch your train speed away as you try and work through the taps, which I'm not going to do because we've got things to do today. But yeah, this is an absolute blinder. Start you around here with some of the ale choices. I think they're on loads of Timmy Taylors, some ciders, just a wicked selection of stuff. But I have gone in for one that I have never had before, never heard of. Drop Project is what I've gone. Yonder's Key Lime Pie is an absolute favourite. I absolutely love, but it gets better because it just carries on. The choices in here absolutely endless. And as far as the building goes, well, that's some of this. That's as far as like train station pubs go, this is right up there. It's one of the most beautiful ones I have seen and ever been in. Absolutely stunning. Another skylight with gorgeous windows and stuff up there. And yeah, you can literally, if you're here, watch your train speed away because you can see straight through these doors, look, and out onto the platform. What a phenomenal place this is. 3-minute walk around the edge of the city wall. Look, I'm still on the outside of the absolutely gorgeous city walls here. But walk round this way. There's a load of pubs down this road that I've never done as well. We will get to them. A lot of them don't have until 2 around here, which makes it slightly problematic. But it almost feels criminal doing a Wetherspoons when you're in York. They all need visiting. They all need doing. So I'm going to do the Punch Bowl. Have a shot. Yeah, stop number 3. Blimey, I nearly lost count already. Stop number 3, the Punch Bowl Wetherspoons. As far as spoons go, it's not very big. There's a lot of ones that are a lot bigger, but it's all right. It's open, it's friendly. It's got a really good selection of guest ales on, including one from Bradfield Brewing. Now you can't go wrong with Bradfield Brewing. This is a plum bitter or fruit range. You know what? It's really good. The pub's alright, carpet's not too shabby, but yeah, the guest ale wise, on point in here. Carpet wise, you know, not too shabby, very regal, kind of what you'd expect. Jaipur as one of the guest ales, but this is what I went for. I went for this, the plum bitter. You know what, you can't go wrong with Bradfield Brewery, really can't. It was actually a very pleasant surprise. But yeah, as far as spoons go, not the biggest, not the smallest, but it's all right. It's a spoon, isn't it? We head off to the Slip Inn for a meeting. We can get the Windmill Inn, which is just over on the corner. We've got a 5-6 minute walk that way to get along there. But while we're here, with the punch bowl behind me, we might as well get this done. It is the Windmill, and it's another one. So this one is open now. A lot of these down here aren't open till 2. But fortunately, the Windmill this is such a busy road down to the station down there. But we'll make the Windmill stop number 4 of the day thus far then. This one is a Green King pub, so of course it's got Green King IPA on, but it has got some other ones, including some Brew York guest ales, which are always nice to see. It's actually a really nice little pub. Can't really knock it, even though it's a Green King. I don't hate Green King, I should know, but sometimes they get a bit generic because it's oversaturated, but no, this one's pretty cool. Two guests from Brew York on. Nice to see in a Green King, well played. Green King one, that's what I've had, is a bit different, and obviously Green King IPA, but they always have to kind of do that, don't they? But no, as far as little Green King pubs go, you know what? I'm not anti this at all. I quite like the place. Got a pool table up in this side, and plenty more extra space. Got the Thatcher's Tower. Level Head's a good bit, but that is stop 4 of the day so far in the bag. Walked down to the Slip Inn. So from where I was at the Windmill, it's about a 7-8 minute walk down. Pleasant little walk. Walk past a load of pubs that are closed or sadly lost, including a closed down Sam Smith's one. But we're not going to get me angry at this time of day because we've got a long day ahead of us. So we'll ignore the fact that there's a Sam Smith's pub closed on there that he's not opening. We'll carry on. We'll get down to the Slip. So this is where I'm meeting the guys, the wonderful guys from Campaign for Pubs. If you haven't checked their Facebook out, do go on Facebook and find Campaign for Pubs. Honestly, these guys fight hard to make sure that we've still got stuff to drink in. So I'm looking forward to meeting up with them now. But yeah, this is, so it doesn't actually open till 2, but because we've got a meeting, we can get in early. This is the Slip Inn. So, sat down here on a little residential street down this way. And it will be my, 5th stop so far of the day. The Slip Inn. Looks a lovely little free house. Right, sometimes Trevor doesn't know all about the best pubs to go to. Sorry, Trev. But this, honestly, if you've never been here, this Slip Inn is absolutely out of this world. So set down that residential side street that I showed you. But this place is phenomenal. Beer choice on point. Everything they do. So this is a community pub, but it's doing everything you would want. It honestly, and it's gorgeous inside as well. Favourite at all. Let's start around here on the real ale choices, but yeah, absolute massive fan of Electric Bears stuff. So this a proper free house with no rubbish whatsoever. Oh, Bristol Beer Factory's nitro stout, absolute quality alternative to Guinness, which is much better than Guinness, as the majority of the nitro stouts in this country actually are. Sorry, Guinness drinkers, I know I'm going to get hate for that, but sorry, you should try other things. But come round here and look at this. And I didn't see it when I got here, so I avoided having the triple putty triple IPA. Otherwise, that probably would have made this a very short video for once. But look how beautiful the pub is in general, and that's the garden. Because for the summer, I also have a little festival bar with the windows open out here as well. But run by a guy called Paul, owned by a guy called Paul. These places are absolutely exceptional. The next one we're going to as well, Paul is part of Campaign for Pubs. Next one we're going to as well, just up the road. Also one of Paul's, but phenomenal looking pub. Absolutely top notch beer choice. And I genuinely do not think you were going to find many better pubs anywhere in York than you will find with the Slip Inn, and even the exquisite stained glass on the way in. What a great place. It really isn't far then to wander up the road to Paul's other one on this street. And the pub in question is the Swan. So another free house, another gorgeous looking free house. It literally is So this is the road we're on. This is Paul coming up, by the way. So the road we're on, it literally takes 30 seconds to walk up to the Swan. And this, Bishop's Road or something like that, is apparently quite a trendy new area to go drinking in. So the Swan, stop number 6 of the day. And honestly, if the slip-in's anything to go by, this is going to be a banger. Again, very much like the slip. This is one that makes you walk in and you go, wow, what a pub. So again, the beer, so this is owned by Star Pubs Heineken, but you wouldn't know it. And coming through the door, you wouldn't know because it is a million times away from all of what they stand for, what they do. This place is phenomenal. Have a walk through with me and see for yourself. So you come in these front doors, but just you are then greeted by this kind of view. It's a stunning feature. The whole thing of it is a wicked looking pub. But again, when you want a wonderful cask from some fantastic independent breweries, and I am going to take you around to this corner, or I'm going to come into this wonderful little public bar room, which again is a great little room, and you want to come around here and look at some of the amazing brews online for the keg stuff, you will find something in here that I'm sure you will absolutely fall in love with. Wonderful looking little place. I pray that this stays as a free house and the way it is, because at the moment it's a 10 out of 10. And imagine if it was in the tie of Star Pubs or something like that, and it would be something completely different. So yeah, wonderful place again. Yeah, we're gonna take you out to show the fact that again this has a lovely little beer garden on it. I want to say little, I mean actually a lot bigger than it first seems. Yeah, great little pub again. Right out of Swan. So it's Bishopsgate Road, where used to be a hell of a crawl, apparently, time ago. But sadly, as times evolve, as we know, and that's why I do this, isn't it? We lose a lot of what is great along certain roads that were once known for being great pub crawls. But I came out of the door from the Swan and I started filming, and we were ready at our next stop. That's how close it is. This one is Angel on the Green, a little craft beer place. It's got some cask on, cafe, a bar and cycle workshop. Last time I got on a bike I fell off. I'm not very good at things like that, so probably won't partake in their cycle workshop. However, look at me now being able to back across roads and show you the full extent of this. Angel on the Green, stop 7. Again, I love this place. A lot more space than it looks like it would have from the front, but this little mix of cask and keg stuff, friendly service. It looks great in here. So some might say this is not a pub. This is definitely a pub. 100% this is a pub. Alright, so you want some really good cask offerings. A couple of them had the Pacer, so it was really good. But I went with the Disco King from Turning Point, and I was very impressed as well. But really unique little setup, but an absolutely brilliant looking little place. And I told you about the cycle thing, didn't I? While we were stood outside, so come around onto a little cycle workshop. You don't find that in a pub every day, do you? That's a unique feature that I really like. It's something a bit different. So there you go, Angel on the Green. Most definitely a pub. Wander probably 6-7 minutes down. So I'm staying outside the city walls for now. We will go into the city walls later, I promise. Because there's a really good kebab in York that I know of, but we're gonna stay outside the city walls for now. So 6-7 minutes further down the road, and we get to this big community style looking pub, well away from the city now. And this one is the Winning Post. Now, so I'm not entirely 100% sure, but it looks a little bit like it might be a Stonegate to me. But never judge a book by its cover. It's a beautiful looking community pub on the outskirts. It might be a Stonegate, might not. So we might know what we're going to drink in there, and it might be a surprise. Winning Post up next. You're wondering, you walk along to like community posts, you walk down the residential streets, and sometimes you're like, I'm not expecting much from that when you go in. But honestly, again, this is another one that will surprise you as you come in. Walk through the door. It's massive, it's thriving, it's vibrant. There's so much going on, and I'm a big fan. Actually, it's a really good pub. So in here, what was this? Wild Child, Venerable Allegiance. But I was very impressed. So it is owned by Stonegate, but plenty of other stuff are going on behind the scenes. But honestly, when you walk through in here, you don't necessarily expect it to be anywhere near as beautiful in this place as it actually is. So for a sort of a pub down in the community, so there's a private function going on there, so we're not gonna delve into that area, but yeah, really decent looking, really good size, really decent looking boozer. Far from York Racecourse now, so wandering round. It's taking again 4 minutes to walk in, literally right in the residential streets. So it's not one, when you come to York, it's not necessarily one you seek out. Nor is the winning post, perhaps nor where we've been already, but finding some belters thus far. This one is the Knavesmire, and it is a Green King pub, but literally York Races then. See this side street that we're on? Head down this side street, York Races, literally you can see it from there. Literally see the race course from where we are. So the Knavesmire, as close to York Races as you could possibly get, and it's stopped I think 9 of my day so far. It's a humongous space, this, but I'm not sure if they're making the best use of it. That's the problem. This area I'm in, like apparently years ago you saw a pool table in. I mean, you could do with something to bring some life into it now. It's a dartboard, big screen, but yeah, it's a Green King. No sign of Green King IPA on the bar day. Always a winner. It's a humongous space, this, but I'm not sure if they're making the best use of it. That's the problem. This area I'm in, like apparently years ago you saw a pool table in. I mean, you could do with something to bring some life into it now. It's a dartboard, big screen, but yeah, it's a Green King. No sign of Green King IPA on the bar day. Always a winner. Sounds like it's just been taken over by new guys, so still Green King. But I said the fact that there's no sign of Green King IPA on the bar, so we've got the landlord, an Abbott Ale. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, no sign of Green King IPA on the bar always makes me happy, because I genuinely think that stuff should have been discontinued God knows how long ago. But great looking place, dog friendly, as you see. This is Charlie, and Charlie's a superstar. Charlie's an absolute superstar. But that is where we are. I like it. Oh, I was right. So as just been taken over. So Andy, new landlord. So this bit that we're in, where I said this bit could do with a pool table, been turned into a sports bar. Windows are coming out. Utilise the garden. Patio doors going in. Andy's going to take us on a tour. We're on in to the back room. Thank you, Rick. Oh my God! Yeah, what a space.
This
in the
is
back.
going to be a lantern.
Oh really?
It's originally a lantern.
One above there.
It's been covered up because
the lantern coming, but yeah, what a space this is behind here that you wouldn't necessarily again expect from when you go in the front bar. You wouldn't necessarily expect to find a space like this in the back. So yeah, very impressed by what the plans they've got for here. Sounds superb. I've also they've got their own snooker table. Full size snooker table and room out on this side. So they're crucible. And turning it into a hotel too. On the upper floor, right, honestly, when you're looking for somewhere to stay in York, look this place up, because they've got ideas. They've got some wonderful size rooms. So this is going to split into two. This is going to split into 2 different rooms. 2 different rooms. The size of this room, that will be absolutely phenomenal. Right by York Races. Want to come to York? Want to stay? Honestly, I've got full faith in what the project here, what they're doing. And what they're saying, these rooms will be renovated. I think they're going to be plush, but yeah, have a look at this for sure. For somewhere to stay if you want to stay by York Races. I don't think you're going to be let down or disappointed with it. Great place. Back around a corner. It doesn't take long. 10 minutes or so to walk from there. But it's, honestly, if you want to stay somewhere in York, I would seriously hit those guys up and have a look. Walk back round towards the city wall. So come along the road, you'll turn right and you get onto this major main road that we're on. And you start walking down it and you'll see city wall up there. So next one that we are doing is this. It is the Bay Horse. Run by a lovely lady called Lorna, who is very passionate about saving pubs. Bit of heritage on the wall by the looks. Bay dates back to before the 17th century. So yeah, originally called the Cleveland Bay, I assume. Now called the Bay Horse. Next up. Okay, you want a classic pub close to the city walls, just outside the city walls, that you wouldn't necessarily have visited before. Now this one's full of character. It's a wicked looking pub, to be fair. Absolutely lovely layout. Lovely landlady called Lorna. She's passionate, again, as I said, about saving pubs, and that's what we want to do. And I love everything. I love the vibe of this. So, here's what you got on. In here, but it's a cool looking little establishment. No wonder, right? So this is the room I was sat in this wonderful comfy chair and everything. But look at the layout of this. It's a really good pub. This feels community orientated. The food smells absolutely phenomenal. By the way, some curries going on over there. So kind of hours and yeah, the food smells absolutely phenomenal. So a little side room, a little back room, which you can't go wrong with. Lovely little fireplace. Oh, the leather seating. So it's dog friendly. It's full of character, full of charm. Landlady's superb. Yeah, it's a proper one. So and look at this little sweetheart. Yeah, top place. Just honestly, 2-minute walk to the city wall and you're back. Lorna's a ball of energy. The landlady in there. Honestly, she knows her stuff. She's passionate, and that's why we need more people. We need more people to come forward that want to help save these pubs. Over the road from there, it's a 100-yard walk. We did actually come out the side street, but we wanted to go to that one first. So this one is, yeah, I know, some Marston's pub. And it's called the Mount. So it's an interesting looking building, and it is. Let me step into the road where I may well get run over at any particular moment, but I'm doing it for you to show you. So it's a Marston's pub called the Mount. It's top 11 so far of the day, and then we're going to hopefully soon head into those city walls. I don't know, we'll see. I don't think I've ever been in a Marston's that's been cheaper than this. So I've had a Jack Daniels and Diet Coke. Greg's had half again. It's £6.50. Marston's in York, just outside city walls. I was expecting 12 quid for that. Honestly, well cheap, but it's actually a lovely pub. To be fair, lab behind the bar is lovely. Locals are lovely. It feels like a proper local, a proper decent pub. Ale's on.
It's a bit.
It's my Jack Daniels and Coke. Well, let's have a wonder. It's like a pool table. So it feels like a local style place. TVs, games machines. But it's a nicely presented little place. Whatever taps you want. Standard Marston's, kind of standard Marston's lineup. But I like it. I actually like the pub. Yeah, prices dirt cheap. And as far as Marston's boozers go, I'm alright with it. We're on the walk around the corner. So this in York, it's an independent cinema called Everyman. Who do beer? Well, I'm not going. No, we're not doing it. We're not going in to have a beer in Everyman. But it's quite an impressive cinema. But we're going to head round this corner. Look. Because there's one up here, a little live music venue, it's social club style place, but see outside that. It's called the Crescent community venue. Apparently, yeah, little live music venue / social club style place. So it's stop, I don't know, 12 or 13, might be 13, it might be 13 of the day, I will count properly in a little while, but the Crescent up next then. It is like a social club style vibe, but the beer offering is not social clubby at all. The beer offering is actually pretty much on point. Includes some cans, like Vault City cans and things like that. I don't know. Sometimes you find little gems. This is a little gem. I would never, ever expect a beer line-up with stuff like Disco King or a sour stuff off the Turning Point up. I would never, ever expect a beer line-up as good as this from a little social club styling place. But yeah, really good. Really good little place. Yeah, I'm not sure about the DJ at this time of night, but yeah, pool table, billiards table, stuff like that up there. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. All day so far, I've been outside the city wall, and honestly, I've absolutely loved it. That's the point that I make. Always go and explore the rest of it, but we're about to do it. We're about to cross into the city bit at the city wall. The city wall is quite grand and quite beautiful as well, but the pub that we're on the way to, again, Trevor Power has been on my WhatsApps today telling me I need to get in and see this one, so I trust him. I'll see you there. Right, so although Greg just pointed out, although we are inside the city walls, we're not inside the city as such, because this is so far from the city centre bit. It certainly doesn't count as like city centre, but we are inside the walls. But it's beautiful. So this is the Golden Ball, and yeah, Trevor has already been in my inbox telling me You need to get in and see this one. If you enjoyed the Swan, you will absolutely love the Golden Ball. And I mean, he's not doing bad from the outside, is he? Because look at that. You know, I absolutely love all this old tiling on the outside of the pub. So a community-owned pub, but leased from Stonegate. So we've had one leased from Green King that I liked, one leased from Marston's that I liked so far, and now today, the Golden Ball up next. Golden Ball. Yeah, gold something, gold dust, gold, yeah, gold everything. This place is epic. So again, yeah, another. You would not find this unless you were deliberately going out of your way to look for something. But trust me when I say you really, really should. This place is wonderful. Absolute 10 out of 10, stonking type boozer for everything I love. Beer-wise, plenty of cask ales. So I went with Excalibur from Yorkshire Heart in here, but as you see, you will find plenty of wonderful ales on, but it is split into a few different rooms. The layout, pretty old school, but you know what I love? Actually, no, I absolutely love old school anything. So the little tile floor and stuff in, I genuinely think that. So little room onto one of the sides of the bar. Another the old snob screen style layout, but yeah, another. Honestly, everywhere you walk in here, you will find a different alcove, a different little room, a different little part to it, and they've even got one of the billiards type tables, as well as a wonderful little beer garden space. So yeah, absolutely top notch, wonderful pub, well worth seeking out. So inside the city walls, but not inside the city part. You know, come and find it. About to get in massive trouble, as you know, because every time I speak wrongly, and people say to me, so locally this is known as the Acorn, but it's not spelt like that. So they call it the Acorn. I don't know, but and this little street, you make your own mind up about what to call it. It said that locally they call it the Acorn or the Acorn. I don't know, but that's how it's spelled, and it is literally down this little cobble street again, hidden away, where you wouldn't necessarily know where you're going. So that is stop 14 of the day so far. I'm here on a Wednesday. It's just gone 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, so it's just getting dark. 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night. And this place is absolutely thriving. It's not inside the city park. Set down on a little alleyway like you've just seen. Thriving like this. What does that tell you? What that tells me is that this place is doing a lot right. And it definitely is. So, ale choice wise, on point. So I met the chap behind Ain't the Ales earlier today, and I was very impressed. So I have gone with their cool Citra, which I'm very much looking forward to trying. But decent little tap mix and stuff. And this is honestly, you see what I mean by thriving. So 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, and this place is absolutely buzzing, absolutely thriving. So garden space outside, but proper pub boozing feel to it. Proper little place, garden space to the rear. Yeah, and another absolute gem on a back street. This. I'm at the end of that little lane. Walk past the Artful Dodger, which I've done before, by the way. So do not be coming at me saying I should have gone in or I've not done it. I'm trying to cover stuff I've never done. So we are inside the city wall. And I was suggested by Paul, make sure you do this. This, by the way, is the Falcon. So if it comes highly recommended by a landlord licensee from around here, who am I to say no? And it does look pretty cool. Wonderful old building. I mean, it feels so quiet and residential up here, even though it isn't on this part of York. But the Falcon will be my 15th stop of the day. I see. So Turning Point Brewery, an amazing brewery. This basically is their tap room. It's got a wealth of wicked Turning Point beers. I have Turning Point beers. So I have gone for Astral Voyage in here, having had Disco King earlier and very much enjoyed it. Plenty of good stuff on offer. In here, cask or keg. But yeah, a bit of history on the wall. I love seeing a bit of history. Love people taking pride in the pub and things that they're doing. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I knew I would be if it's a Turning Point Brewery pub. I knew I'd be quite impressed. Anyway, But yeah, a bit more space than you would necessarily expect to find. Yeah, I love it. It's a pretty cool find. So that is the Falcon. And they also have a Dog of the Month competition. So I'm all up for a Dog of the Month competition. It is absolutely superb. Like so much of York has been absolutely superb. And a couple of doors down. Don't judge me, honestly, I desperately need some kind of palate cleansing beveragino today. So I'm going to do it. It's the Nags Head. And it is, of course, anyone that's followed this channel before knows exactly what kind of branding that is on the outside. So, beautiful old building. And it is, of course, a craft union pub. It's got to be, yeah. Student savers. Yeah, look, here we are. Student savers. Plenty of drinks on offer. Wickeds, look. Yeah, Wickeds. £2 a bottle. I might even just have the one. They're £2 a bottle. Maybe you have to be a student, I don't know. Yeah, exclusive offers for students. I'm not a student, but you know. Nags Head up next anyway. I would say no judgment here. No judgment. You know, there's three wickets for £6. You can't go wrong with 3 wickets for £6. You really can't. Stop judging me. I know you do it all the time, you lot. But you know, it's a palate cleanser. We've had enough beer. You've seen that. We've had enough beer. So, you know. Let me enjoy my wickets in peace. It is a craft union, so plenty of the craft union deals going on. So it is, yeah, old stone floor. It's decent enough looking boozer. Bit of meatloaf going on now, as you can hear, but actually a decent sized boozer. Decent little gaff, to be fair. So that is probably going to be my final pub stop of the night. You know what? So today was more about meeting the guys from Campaign for Pubs. Trying to have a chat with them and focus our energy into fighting for the pubs we're losing and the way that the stuff is going. So 16 I've done. I'm happy with that, to be honest with you. I hope that. So everything that I've done today, you can see now I'm on the other side of the city wall, just there. So that's the same city wall that I showed you earlier. Everything is within a short walk of the train station from where we are. So you can literally get off the train in York. You can do this little call that I've done today. Enjoy yourself, as you've seen, and have a great time. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So I know it's not been the usual York style video, none of the historic, none of the ghost ones, none of the city centre-y bits, but I hope you've seen some wonderful establishments in York, and I hope it's encouraged you to go to a few of the other ones outside here. So Leeds tomorrow. I'm off home. Love yous. See you tomorrow.